right in the middle of it. It's very exciting right now, especially with the United States playing in that first goal. Even an old guy like Stoney, I still get a little bit excited on some of these sporting events now and then. And this is really a tension-filled game so far. But the United States has dominated.
So far winning, and of course a lot of college basketball up in action right now. Buffalo, George Mason. I'm looking at some of this stuff from Hall of Fame Classic. So a lot going on today on wall-to-wall college hoops, and we'll be looking at one tonight. Actually, this morning in some parts of the country. I thought this might have been an Alaska shootout. No, this is in San Juan Capistrano, not too far from me. Last I checked. Here's UNLV. Here will face Southern Illinois. In this one, yes, you're seeing it right. 1 a.m. Eastern Time, CBS Sports Network will tell. It's 10 o'clock local time out here. UNLV here laying a point. The total sits 125.5.
Right? Am I on game day picks or am I on game day picks for tomorrow? Who knows? But yeah, it's over. Tony, you can take in the game. It's real easy. I don't want to make fun of it. I don't want to make a light of the game. It's at J. Sarah High School. It's a nice gym. Don't get me wrong. It's at a high school, and that J. Sarah Pavilion is really nice. So even though it's at a high school, it's a very very nice gym. The J. Sarah Pavilion, where they're hosting the Southern California Challenge, and this game is in the Surf Division between Southern Illinois and UNLV tonight. Yeah, 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern. But a good game nonetheless, with UNLV 4-0, Southern Illinois 3-1. The Rebels are just 1-3 though against the spread, Tony. While the Salukis are returning to Well, I don't know if they've ever been there, but they're coming to Capistrano with their 2-2 spread record. For Southern Illinois, wins over Little Rock, Oklahoma State, and Tennessee State. They did lose to Southern Indiana, who we just really getting the first glimpse of them at this level this year. They've looked okay. UNLV wins over Southern, Incarnate Word, Dayton, and High Point. And a good week for UNLV. Don't want to slight them a little bit, even though I'm going to go against them here. E.J. Harkless, Mountain West Player of the Week. I just saw it come across a little while ago. So good on him and good on the Rebels for their start. The metrics would suggest that it has not been a great start, even though they're 4-0. UNLV maybe not keeping up, and maybe that's reflective in their spread record so far. They rank poorly in some of the offensive categories, which could be a bit of a concern here. Southern Illinois has some pretty nice talent. Lance Jones, Marcus Domask, he's a 15-point game scorer, 7 rebounds will get for you. SIU, they're pretty good defensively, top 25 in points allowed so far, and a top 30 team in 3-point percentage allowed. Now that's significant, Tony, because UNLV, for this great 4-0 start, they're not shooting well from the outside necessarily. They're kind of ranking, towards the 300s in 3-point percentage shooting, and that's a little bit of a concern going up against a team that so far is defending the three-pointer. Tony, UNLV has made an NCAA record three-pointer in 1,165 straight games. Could that end tonight? Highly unlikely, but still, with UNLV hanging out there in the 300s in three-point field goal percentage, and Southern Illinois about 30th in three-point field goal percentage defense, I guess it's a possibility. So those are kind of some of the metrics I'm looking at for this game, though. Really, it's a tightly rated game, so I think Southern Illinois can come in and get this win. UNLV has some other good players. Keyshawn Gilbert averaging 15 a game so far, and senior Luis Rodriguez also with the club this year. But I've got Southern Illinois in this one. The winner is going to meet the winner of the match between Cal Baptist and Minnesota. It's an 8-team event at J. Sarah High School, Tony, this week. And the game, like you said, on CBS Sports Network. So, look, UNLV's off to a good start. Southern Illinois does have the one loss, but I've got the Salukis tonight over the Rebels. Playing on the fact that Southern Illinois does have pretty strong defensive metrics so far to start this season, while UNLV, they've also kind of done it with some defense. I think they are scoring a little bit more, but I'm kind of resting on Southern Illinois to play well defensively here. Their numbers are pretty strong so far in holding their opposition down. So A good game tonight over at J. Sarah High, Tony.
All right, Ramon here on Southern Illinois +1 here against UNLV. And of course, in this one, UNLV returned just one starter from last year, although the Kruger's kid, Kevin Kruger, did pretty good job of improving that Rebels team. They were not really too happy with Mullins last season, just a 500 record in conference. They expect a little bit more from him. So, of course, a lot of close losses last year for the Salukis. I will say they both teams, I guess you can say, have a pretty good win. The Salukis beat Oklahoma State on the road, and of course, UNLV beating Dayton this season.
Yeah, so far, no signature wins necessarily. I think, yeah, the Dayton win, of course, and Harkless was good in those games. That's why he earned West Conference Player of the Week honors for his two outstanding performances last week. And for Southern Illinois, yeah, I mean they're a team that could be and should be on the improve. I think they have shown that so far. Again, Rebels are 1-3 to the number, despite that record. Now, this one you might just throw out some of those. In fact, Southern Illinois, they were only an underdog one time and got the cover. UNLV has not covered a spread as a favorite, but again, this is just a 1 point spread. You might kind of throw out the numbers when looking at spread records here and might just stick to the straight up record. I mean, you're on a neutral site. That does give UNLV, 4-0 to Southern Illinois 3-1. But again, you're looking at a tightly contested game here with just a 1.5 points, maybe. It says one there on the screen. I'm seeing 1.5 right now for the Rebels. So it should be tightly contested, but the Salukis are going to be my side here.
Yeah, Salukis pretty much undersized, not one of the bigger teams, 350th in size, the average height in college basketball. We'll see how that rolls here. Southern Illinois +1 against UNLV. This one will have a start time here at 1 a.m. Eastern time on CBS Sports Network. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony's picks right now for today's action. A lot on the board here from college in college basketball in action right now. NBA with an 8-game card. A lot of ice on the ice course. We have that game from Mexico City in the NFL tonight with the 49ers and as well as the Cardinals. Of course, injury news there. It looks like Murray out. The line has moved up to about 10 now. We also injury news today coming in with the Warriors sitting down just pretty much all their starters in a back-to-back spot. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, Tony, pretty heavy tonight in a lot of the action. In fact, in college basketball, I have a 5-pack tonight up there for $35, coming off a 3-0 performance last night in college basketball and already brought home a winner today on the college basketball card over at Tony'sPicks.com. We've already scored one winner. We're involved in action right now, and I got another play going off in about 15 minutes that you can pick up a la carte over there. Tony over at Tony'sPicks.com. And also, I've got a 3-pack in the NBA tonight. Looking at that NBA card, we came to Mindy and I today on the morning's team, had some consensus plays as well that are available over at the site. But there you see what I've been up to of late, and there you take a look at it. There's also a 5-pack right there, Tony, right on top in the National Hockey League. So I've got volume tonight. I've erased a couple of bad days. It didn't take me long. It doesn't take me long, Tony. I've thrown in clunkers before and got rid of those bad days right away, and that's what I've done right now with the current 17-8-1 run over the last 3 days off of a couple of weak efforts late last week. But again, doesn't take me very long to erase some negative units off the board with our site. Tony took care of business yesterday, sweeping the card last night. Only 4-4 in the NFL. I was kind of frustrated, but came back with a 6-0 night in the college and pro hardwood ranks combined last night. So you see a lot of action there, Tony. I'm going heavy tonight. Don't even have the football game in my card right now. Saw the news on Murray. It wasn't really an issue for me. I think Hopkins was a bigger issue. I think we knew that Colt McCoy, he's banged up too, but that was kind of some of the news that I was looking for. Maybe I'll still get involved in Monday Night Football. But remember, this is a game that's being played in Mexico City. They're expecting a 95% chance of rain. It's a 10-point spread. The Niners play defense. Arizona's a bit of a wild card at this point. Falling out of it a little bit, need a big effort. Getting big points might be worth a call there on that one. But for me right now, Tony, it's heavy action. College basketball, pro basketball, and NHL tonight, Tony, for tonight's card. And it's pretty heavy action. I'm coming off really two strong days, so I'm going to hit it big here today with these sports. I mean, there's no reason on a college basketball card like this. I mean, you look at it, and what do we got? I mean, at least 55 games it looks like on this college card. So I'm going to continue to hit that card hard and not and put that frustrating little stretch behind me. That shouldn't happen. And even though I feel like I'm 20 games under 500, I've actually produced a nice little profit so far in college basketball. So I just got to keep plugging away and keep picking my spots because there's plenty to choose from in college basketball. If you're a hardcore handicapper, you love this time of year.
That's right, guys. Getting both. One Scott over at Tony's Picks as we see the action on the board today. We'll go back here and look at some of the records for Ramon. It's been impressive here what he's done here for 2022 here as we stretch as we approach the new year. Ramon has just been on fire here. You can see here for the year in the NHL, 3,287 units of profit. That's all documented. We started this site about in January, right? That's when we launched it. NBA, it's been 2,046 units of profit. College football, 1,154. Even in the summer league, fantastic marks there as well. NFL, 646 units of profit. MMA, 644. Even the regional stuff in baseball, CFL came to a close last night. 227 units of profit, finished with in a profitable there as well as FIBA as well. Great results there for Ramon. Of course, you can actually toggle in there and take a look at the 30-day records as well when you click the tab there. As we've
basketball, yep.
Yep, there it is. Again, you can see the basketball coming in 407 there in the past 30 days. So he's been showing good profit there as well. So guys, you can get on board here with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks as you see the fantastic results that he's posted over on the site. As we'll scroll down here, you'll see the action for tonight for Ramon. He has a 5-pack here on the ice. NHL, this big card from the NHL. Get on board there. Also a 3-pack from this Monday night card from this 8-game card from the NBA. As you scroll some more, you'll find that he's in action here with a 5-pack here from this exciting card. What great college basketball we've had over this weekend. It's been pretty impressive with some of these games. And we just started the Maui tournament in Maui right now. So and Atlantis is still to come on. There's a lot going on here, guys. So the 5-pack here from Ramon in college hoops as well. But again, instead of buying these plays all individually, you can opt for a 1-month pass. But if you just want to try out Ramon here, the 7-day pass is a great pass right now, especially this time of the year, right here on Thanksgiving. We don't raise the price because this is we don't raise it. I'm telling you, it's still the same price. But that 7-day pass will get you all of Ramon's plays for 7 days. What's going on in the 7 days? Well, we got the Thanksgiving, right, NFL. We got all these great college basketball tournaments. We got the World Cup that's started group stages this week. We also have the NHL as well. So the major sports in action here, your NBA, your college basketball, your NFL, your college football, your NHL, and also Ramon's in action in World Cup. Also will be in action in MMA. He also had a great card last week in MMA. We didn't even talk about that, but he had a great performance there. So that 7-day pass is a great way to get yourself introduced here to Ramon Scott's service here at Tony'sPicks.com. And I will tell you this, as you've seen the results there, it's been fantastic. He's put over here the results he's put in here for 2022. It's been a great work there for Ramon. So now's the time to get on board with Ramon with that 7-day all sports pass. It's called the Weekly Sports Premium Pass. Get on board with it right now. We save you some money here when you use this promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description. And then you click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right here, right on Ramon's page, and that you'll see where all the records, the stuff on the top is all sports records right here. The all sports is on the top, which is my earnings. Then we get into more of the individual plays. We're going to actually work on getting more data on this as well. But anyway, you'll see the plays there when you land on there, and then just scroll down to where you see weekly all sports pass. If you're looking for that 7-day pass and get signed up, that's a really good value right now, especially where the calendar sits with all this action. Then you can upgrade here at the end of the week into a longer pass. But that's the way to roll here with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, also we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, and of course that great show that you and Mindy do in the mornings, Saturday through Thursday, the morning steam.
Yeah, I have a play right now up on Tony's Picks Ramon. Log on to Twitter. It's still there. Last I checked, Twitter's still around. So we're going to keep on putting picks up there at Tony's Picks Ramon. Follow all the handicappers on their Twitter accounts as we put up more plays for you each day over there on Twitter. building up those accounts, trying to get people to follow. So please give that account a follow. And yeah, Mindy and I will be back at it again tomorrow. We previewed a bunch of games today. We're going to try to get into some of the football, paring it down a little bit, just looking at the big games because there's so much action. We try to do between 2 and 3 dozen games a day over there, and just building that following, Tony. I just can't believe you've turned me on to this. Really, you just tried to stick me with a show and get some more video content out of me. I was fine with that. And then you came up with this idea, and now I got a bunch of friends I've never met on the chat, and it's simply awesome for me. I mean, it really, really makes me feel good. And I teased Mindy. I said, well, as long as people keep signing up for the 1 year passes, I guess Tony's going to be stuck with me for another year. So appreciate all of our subscribers, people who have gotten the passes, not only mine, but also that morning steam package. They don't need to buy it, but you can't watch every show. We package those plays up together so people can still get the plays. And, we are putting together some good records in some of the sports. We need to work on a few as well, but that's what we do with that community, Tony. You've seen it. We just start to preview the games, and I try to incorporate because I'm trying to be like Tony T. I'm producing a little show as I'm hosting and try to put those plays, those suggestions, those stats from the viewers right into the content, so that when we when we chop up our videos, Tony, and uh, repurpose them, if you will, so that people who are searching for a particular matchup that maybe have never even seen Tony's picks. We know all you folks out there pretty much right now are our followers, our regulars, but someone who just might be typing in the teams into Google or YouTube might be seeing it for the first time. And, we put those comments in there. Those people are getting their notoriety as well, talking about our family, if you will, our Team Steam, as we like to call it. We didn't have a nickname for him. That just came up when I just started talking, talking too much as usual, Tony. But I was like, what do we call these followers, these people? Everyone wants to have a little nickname or a group name. And, well, come on, Team Steam. It just made perfect sense. So when we get there, everyone's saying hello to everyone like it's a little community. Who knows? We might meet one day. Maybe we'll have a big shindig in Vegas, Tony. Who knows? And have all the followers out there for the tournament or something like that. You can really grow something here. And that's what you've done with giving us this platform and this idea, Mindy and I, to do the morning steam. Plus, we get to handicap together, come together with some plays, and pick some more winners with everybody too. It's not just Mindy and I. It feels like our chat room also contributes as well. Sometimes putting us over the top, if you will, onto a play. So I can't believe how it's evolved like that. I thought we were just doing a show to make more videos and get more subscribers and all that. That's part of our business plan, right? Here at Tony's Picks. But no, now you got me with a bunch of friends. I got to be social and everything, Tony.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of great content there over at the Morning Steam, and of course, all the contributors there to the show that who contributes. A very, very friendly
Wow.
community. A lot of knowledge. These guys are really on top of things, adding their opinion, and of course, a really friendly community there as well. Everybody well mannered, so it's very impressive. I invite everyone to check it out. Saturday through Thursday, it's the Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications so when Ramon and Mindy are on, you're on there live with them to interact with the chat as well with Mindy and Ramon. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony, I'll be here. I'm going to listen to your play. I'm going to listen to your breakdown, but I'm going to be doing it from the edge of my seat right now with this U.S. 1-0 lead. This is really, again, pretty exciting still. See a lot of sports that can get really monotonous, but man, these games, these matches are really exciting.
Yep. I thought some of the hot weather climate teams might have a little advantage here in this Qatar. We'll see how it rolls. All right, Ramon, keep it
So
up.
far, it's been all chalk, Tony.
Yep, all chalk. No doubt about that. All right, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, join us here Monday through Friday here on Game Day Picks at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.